We're going to call the June 26, 2023 meeting to order, Village Board meeting, and we're at 7:06. And a pledge of allegiance from Trustee Kraft.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just read off the invocation. As we gather here today, we pray that we're ever mindful of opportunities to render our service to fellow citizens and to our community. Let us continue to strive to make a better world. We're thankful for this day that you have given us, for its blessings, its opportunities, its challenges. May we appreciate and use each day that comes to us. We pray for strength and guidance as for each day as it comes, for each day's duties, for each day's problems. May we be challenged to give our best always, and may we be assured of your presence with us. Amen.
Amen.
And we'll have notification of fire exits. Trustee Hammernet.
The emergency exit is located to my left and to the rear of the room. In the event of an alarm or emergency, please move in an orderly fashion to the exit and evacuate the building.
Roll call.
Trustee Hammernet?
Here.
Trustee Zimba?
Here.
Trustee Kraft?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Adolph?
Here.
And Mayor Peterson?
Here. First item tonight, approve village board meeting minutes from our last meeting, June 12, 2023.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a motion that we approve the village board meeting minutes from June 12th, 2023.
I second that motion.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? That's carried. There's 7 items tonight on the agenda, basically, and the public initially here can comment on those 7 items. So first thing we have up is permission for fire procession. Engine 6, they want to requesting Engine 6 participate in a procession with the National EMS Memorial Monday, July 17th. Time is still to be determined, apparently. They'll be meeting at E1 Fire Apparatus, 4760 Camp Road, and expected to go Camp Road to Southwestern to transit through our village and end at Russell's at 6675 Transit Road. Next item of business is a resolution for permission for the fire department to take Rescue 7 to M&M U-Pullet 2150 William Street, Buffalo, for an auto extrication class. I think sometimes instead of bringing the vehicle to the fire station, they go on site.
Yeah, correct. That training started the Thursday before, and that's when the instructor started asking for trucks to help out with that.
Yeah. Well, this is one of the counties.
Yeah, it's a state class, yeah.
Yeah, I remember you said they want to be able to familiarize people with other departments' equipment.
Yeah.
Yep. Next resolution is to accept the resignation of police officer. Next resolution is permission for membership in the Depew Fire Department to bring on Jeffrey Luke to the Cayuga Hose Company number 3. Next is permission for Depew Fire to participate in the Village of Lancaster 4th of July Parade. And they'll be out from 10:30 to approximately 2 p.m. That's Engine 2 and Engine 3. And then later on that day, Engine 2 will be on standby for the Village of Lancaster's 4th of July fireworks display from 8 to 11 p.m. Then there's a resolution for appointment of summer rec seasonal help. Number of cashiers, some more lifeguards, lifeguard supervisor, and summer help, the general summer help. And finally, we have another listing of DPW grass cutting, people where their grass is exceeded a 10-inch minimum, 10-inch maximum, excuse me. And this completes the initial go through the entire village.
I'm sorry,
This list, with the list 2 weeks ago, completes the entire village.
the majority of them, yeah. There's a couple stragglers here and there that we're finding, but yes, that's the majority.
So anybody in the audience tonight has any questions on those items, step to the podium and state your name and address. If it's a general question that's not part of an agenda item, there'll be time in about 20 minutes for that. Okay, seeing there's none, we will move ahead with tonight's agenda. First item, permission for a fire department procession.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Permission is hereby granted to the Depew Fire Department for Engine 6 to participate in a procession with the National EMS Memorial on Monday, July 17th. The time is yet to be determined and will not be known till the day of the event. Estimated time per session is 4 or 5 p.m. Participating fire companies will be meeting at E1 Fire Apparatus at 4760 Camp Road in Hamburg. Expected procession will go Camp Road to Southwestern to Transit Road through our village and end at Russell's 6675 Transit Road. This will be the first time in history for the National EMS Memorial to come to the Buffalo area.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that resolution is approved. Second item tonight is permission for the Depew Fire Department.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following resolution and move for its adoption. Permission is hereby granted to the Depew Fire Department to take Rescue 7 to M&M U Pullet, 2150 William Street, Buffalo, New York, for an auto extrication class on Saturday, June 24th, at 7:30 a.m.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Resolution number 3, accept the resignation of a police officer from our police department.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Be it resolved, the resignation of Police Officer Jared Starzinski, effective June 9th, 2023, accepted.
I second the motion.
Need a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Hammernick?
Yes.
Trustee Zimba?
Yes.
Trustee Kraft?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph?
Yes.
Mayor Peterson?
Yes.
And that's carried.
Resolution 4, permission for membership in the Depew Fire Department.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Be it resolved, membership is hereby granted to the following in the Depew Fire Department pending the passing of his physical. Cayuga Hose Company Number 3, Jeffrey Luke.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Resolution 5, permission for the Depew Fire Department to attend the 4th of July parade and 4th of July fireworks display.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Permission is hereby granted to the Depew Fire Department for Engine 2 and Engine 3 to participate in the Village of Lancaster 4th of July Parade on July 4th from 10:30 a.m. to approximately 2 p.m. And permission is hereby granted to the Depew Fire Department for Engine 2 to be on standby in the Village of Lancaster's 4th of July fireworks display from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m.
I second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's also carried. Next up, appoint summer recreational seasonal help. Pursuant to Section 4-400 of Village Law, I, Mayor Kevin Peterson, do hereby appoint the following for the summer employment to the Recreation Department. As cashiers, Luke Triplett, Elizabeth Stevens, and Michaela Romano. As lifeguard, Daphne Adams, Joseph Pedraza, Jonathan Whippick, Lincoln Cunahan, and Ava Carlon. As lifeguard supervisor, Marcus Huber, and as general summer help, Nicholas Garzinski. I need a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Hammernick?
Yes.
Trustee Zimba?
Yes.
Trustee Kraft?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph,
Yes.
Mayor Peterson,
Yes.
and that's carried.
Resolution number 7, permission for the DPW to cut grass.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following resolution and move for its adoption. Whereas the village is encountering numerous vacant and foreclosed homes in the village and orders to remedy have been issued to the property owner on record. Whereas the high grass is a nuisance to neighbors and attracts rodents. Be it resolved, permission is granted to the Depew Department of Public Works to mow any property that is not mowed by the due date on the order to remedy for the 2023 year. The cost of said mowing will be attached to the village tax bill for that property. Please see attached list of properties.
I'll second that motion.
Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Hammerneck,
Yes.
Trustee Ziemba,
Yes.
Trustee Kraft,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph,
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
So there were, under employment applications received in the last 2 weeks for the rec department, Luke Triplett, Jonathan Whippick, Ava Carlon, and for the DPW, Joseph Aquino. No department head reports tonight. No unfinished or other business. Before we get to general concerns and comments, we'll first go around, and I see Liz is back. A belated happy birthday to the last meeting that you were here. Elizabeth Brinkworth from Assemblymember Monica Wallace's office.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, trustees, and thank you for birthday wishes. It's much appreciated. It's been busy. I think we're finally done with the legislative session. Fingers crossed till we get ready for next year so we can focus on the district, because the 143rd is definitely keeping us busy so far this summer. For example, last Friday, our office hosted our annual Women of Distinction Awards ceremony, where we were able to highlight numerous women and their various accomplishments throughout the district. A couple from Depew I would love to highlight is Depew Police Department's Lieutenant Rochelle Minard, and I apologize if I mispronounce anyone's name. Path People Against Trafficking Humans, Inc. founder Julie Palmer. Depew Fire Department Captain Don Gauthier, and Fantastic Friends President Debbie Cordone. So happy to highlight everyone, and there are a couple Women of Distinction nominees who couldn't be there, so we're hoping to circle back with them and, you know, celebrate their success and all they do for the district. Last week, I had attended the Russell Salvatore's Patriots and Heroes Park rededication ceremony. It was great to see everyone to gather and honor veterans. I know the mayor was there. I had saw you. I was on the way back, but it was wonderful to see the community unite for such a good cause. The Summer Reading Challenge is back that Assemblymember Wallace is hosting. Essentially, we're encouraging kids to read for at least 15 minutes a day for 40 days in July and August. We currently have summer reading challenges at the following locations: the Lancaster Public Library, the Anna Reinstein Memorial Library, the Julia Boyer Reinstein Library, Hennepin Senior Center, Lancaster Youth Bureau, and the Alexander Community Center. Those can be picked up if there's anyone you know, grandchildren, daughters, sons, you know, it's just a fun little exercise, and they get a cute little booklet, and they get to mark off the days that they read. And then if they complete the 40 days, they mail back a form to our office, and we give them a little certificate as a token, you know, for all of their hard work. Assemblymember Wallace just announced last week that she was able to secure $30,000 for the Depew Lancaster Boys and Girls Club. This was to purchase several games at the club, some of them being skee ball, bubble hockey, bubble soccer, arcade basketball, which was actually a lot of fun. It looked like I wasn't able to go, but it looked like a good time. The interactive whiteboard, a claw machine, Xbox, and just, you know, some to name. That's going to be at the Depew location. In terms of legislation, the member was hard at work this session. She was able to pass 11 bills in the Assembly, 10 of which got passed in the Senate, so we're hoping those 10 that got passed in both houses will be signed into law. One that I would like to highlight is one important to the Assembly member as well as Senator Gallivan. It's Assembly Bill 3052, also known as the Trooper Lakeman Bill. It essentially allows his application that was filed with New York State Local Police and Fire Retirement System to be filed in a timely manner, just because Trooper Lakeman was a New York State trooper here in Western New York who went down to Ground Zero, unfortunately got cancer as a result of his heroic efforts at Ground Zero. And before Congress had a chance to update the list of cancers, that was a result of Ground Zero. His cancer, unfortunately, was prior to that list. So we've been fighting hard to make sure his family receives the benefits that he has more than deserved for his heroic sacrifices. And that way he can be put on the New York State Troopers Wall of Honor in Albany. So we're very hopeful that the governor will sign this bill, and I'll update you some more on other things we've been working on. But I appreciate all of your time. If anyone has any questions on the state level, feel free to reach out to us and we'll assist to the best of our ability. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. And we'll go through our department heads and the board, and then we'll open it up for questions. So we'll start over here on my right. Don from our code enforcement.
Biggest thing, obviously, that you mentioned the grass cutting is keeping the grass cut, and not just your grass, but your foundations, your fence lines, scrub trees that are growing out of these fence lines and around your foundations. It's important to keep this, keep it up, keep it clean, especially for firefighting. In the dry season, you know, you have all this vegetation around your businesses and your houses. It creates a hindrance and could cause a lot of issues. Still have a huge issue with unregistered vehicles. If unregistered vehicles, please either get them registered, or if they're no good, send them off to a junkyard. That's pretty much it right now. Obviously, we're still working on getting Main Street, since they're doing the final grading, and I believe they're gonna be hydroseeding and replacing the concrete, so 73 Main Street will be officially no more, and back to a regular lot, probably by next week.
Shamrock update.
They have a new roof put on the Shamrock. They demolished and cleaned up around the entire backside of the building. They've been doing some outside work, removing graffiti, things like that. Other than that, that's all I've got on that right now.
Okay. Across the table here, Ken Pick from our DPW.
We did some blacktop work on West Dawson Playground, so it's a little more easier for people to park there. We did some storm sewer work by the pool, the edge of water issue there. And we're waiting for the geothermal is complete. We're waiting for the dirt to settle in Fireman's Park, and then we can get to work on that.
Today they were digging what, water line?
Yeah,
Gas line too?
no. It's
What's coming across from Terrace?
Terrace is the water and the sewer. Our terrace is the gas and the
Yes.
sewer.
Looked like they were gonna, I heard they were gonna go under the road
So
without digging it up.
yeah, and then the other side from the pool's the water line.
Okay. You mentioned earlier in the pre-board meeting about some calls you had about a plant.
Yeah, we had a call on 39,
It's over by West Dawson, right?
39 Columbia, which is the dentist's office, about possibly some poison hemlock. So we're looking at a way to rectify or point those people in the right direction.
Well, it's not on village property, so
Village property.
we're, RJ take off?
Yeah, you have to go.
Okay, our OEM department is going to contact the DEC for suggestions, just to put to rest anybody's concerns about that. Okay. Kevin Ferguson from Rec.
I think we should put Paul in charge of the hemlock.
Why?
Just kidding, Paul. No, we opened up the pool yesterday. It was good. It was a nice weather. We have 15 lifeguards, all solid, very nice kids. So we're in really good shape. So it was nice to see. Today we closed early. I didn't tell you that because of the storms and everything like that. So, which was fine. But everything else is, got
Got lifeguards, you're good. So we're happy.
I know the new pavilion is going to see some major changes this week. The roof is going on, I see the dormers up, and they're putting the stone up this week, I believe. So there should be some major changes there. All right, Chief Gothier from Fire.
Okay, if you didn't hear already, the summer concert series is coming, starting this Thursday. Fire department will be out there, assisting the village with all those festivities. Founder's Day, also, the fire department will be out there. Stop on out and enjoy 2 days there. If anybody's ever looking to join the fire department, visit our website, depewfire.org. Fill out the suggestion area under recruitment, and we'll get in contact with you. So far for the month of June, 29 calls and 179 year to date.
Okay. Other side, Captain Kerr from our police department.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We're getting ramped up for the new academy starting the end of July, about a month away, July 31st. We're hoping to have 3 recruits by the time that starts. And just one thing to note that people might be talking about through social media, we had a couple smash and grab type burglaries during overnight hours. Outlet Liquor and the Speedway over there by Patrick are a couple. Just want to let people to be aware in the village, be on the lookout. Throughout the county, other police agencies we're speaking to, these are kind of on the increase, a little bit on the rise. They smash the window, they're targeting certain products or certain items, and they're quick and gone in, minute and a half, 2 minutes or so. But we would ask the residents, you see anything suspicious, or you're driving by a business that's closed and you see anybody lurking around, don't just drive by. If you see something, say something, give us a call, and hopefully we can prevent some more of these from happening in the future.
Okay, great. Sam from legal.
So it's been a fairly busy week. We're meeting on a legal matter in executive session. We have a red flag law hearing coming up this, I'm sorry if you can't hear me. We have a red flag law hearing coming up this Thursday that the police department filed. So, I've been beating the drum on the importance and mandatory nature of the statute and filing those. So that's great to see. And that's about it.
All right. Go down the line, Trustee Kraft.
I have
Other side, Trustee Zimba.
I just want to remind residents, the July 8th Home Hazardous Waste event, we are eligible to participate in that. It is happening in Elma at the DPW garage off Bowen Road there from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. There is still 100 reservations available for the event. You do have to call 716-858-6800 to make a reservation. They're accepting all types of batteries and paints. So this document is on our website. If anybody here wants my copy, I got a couple copies. Thanks.
What day is that on?
July 8th,
Saturday.
8:30 to 1. If you're heading south, it's on your right hand side on Bowen Road. Elma.
Okay. Trustee Hemmernick.
I just want to say thank you for all the well wishes that I've received. In the next meeting, July 10th, I will be in Phoenix for my award. Thank you.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Not too much, just it's summertime, so a lot of people are out and about. I just ask residents to be cognizant of, kids and people walking their dogs. So look twice before you make a move. That's it.
Okay. As was mentioned, the concerts start this week. We have 8 great shows, I think, lined up. We had every sponsor from last year come back, and we added a couple of new ones. Fire department will be there every time. They've been, just so you know, they've been a gold sponsor for the concerts right from the start, 2016. We really appreciate that. We have a number of gold sponsors that have continued to step up every year. Greg's Tree Service comes to mind. He's been there since 2016 as well. Our diamond sponsor has been Casey's and Twin Village Recycling, and they're basically sponsoring the first concert, it's the most expensive one, and look for them to arrive, not on a boat, but similar to what it was last year. Again, they're excited about being here as well. So it's a fun, family-type outing. Bring your kids, your lawn chairs, your blankets, have a good time. Food trucks, we have plenty of them scheduled.
Plenty of them, a couple different ones this year too.
Yeah, so that'll be good. They'll be on site from 5:30 on, being able to serve you something to eat while you relax up until concert time. And we'll speak more about Founder's Day as we get closer. We have another preliminary meeting for Wednesday this week. So,
And if anybody's looking to be a vendor for Founder's Day, we're still taking applications.
and I know that Elizabeth mentioned Lieutenant Menard. I know that there's been well wishes from various board members as well as the captains and chief. You mentioned a couple others I didn't recognize. Did Dawn Gothier get one? Is that what you said?
Yes, I think we have to.
Yeah, we have to meet. Unfortunately, we're on a cruise down in St.
Unfortunately.
Thomas.
No, that's fine. We try to fit everybody. We'll just pick a time and we'll get
Just-
over to her.
Just for the record, that's the third time the chief has mentioned his cruise tonight. That's good. Anybody have any questions for any of us? Sure, come on.
It's not concerning what you talked about, but
With anything you like. Come up, just state your name and address. Let us know what you have in mind.
good evening. Nancy Suriani, 91 Candace Lane, homeowner.
91?
Yes. The property that I'm concerned about is the new business, well, it's fairly new, Karuba's Chicken Pit. It's on George Urban, but my backyard butts their parking lot. And what bothers me is there's trucks there that haven't moved in a year. Some move in and out, but there's 2 pods, storage units. They haven't moved in a year. Now,
Is that a
I
truck
just was
or is that a
wondering,
pod?
you know what a pod?
Yeah, I know what it is. It's not a truck, though. That's just
yeah.
a storage.
No, I don't wish him any bad. I wish him luck, but I'm trying to protect my own property. And I was wondering if they need permits to have those there so long?
There's your-
I can address this. So,
Could you-
Karuba's actually had filed for permits and for actual storage buildings. Unfortunately, the company that took his money up front ran with it, so he was out quite a bit of money. He has subsequently filed 2 permits for a shelter area above the cooking area
Yeah.
and a storage garage, which we approved, so they'll be starting on them soon.
Okay.
Once he has those in place, he'll probably shift
those-
gears and move that stuff out of there, but to no fault of his own, you know, you can't help when somebody steals your money and runs, so.
Okay, so about that, but then sometimes the dumpsters are left open, especially the food, you know, the wrappings from the food that he cooks. I don't care about the cardboard, if that one's open, he's got 2. But the food one I think it should be,
Yeah, I'll
make
take
sure
care of
it's
that.
closed.
I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Mike is, the owner, is a former resident of the village, former firefighter.
I heard he's a nice man, I don't
Yes, he is.
know.
Well,
Okay.
Don will stop in there.
He'll comply.
Those are my concerns. Okay.
Yep, that's
Okay.
it.
Thank you.
He put up a nice fence though, didn't he?
That was good.
Yes.
Very good, yes.
Okay, anything else tonight? Okay, so we will do claims and accounts, and then we have to go into an executive session for a short period of time.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption, that the claims and accounts have been audited by the Finance Committee and are approved for payment as follows.
$381,177.32 from the general fund, $1,580.54 from the sewer fund, with a total of $382,757.86.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. And Deputy Mayor Adolph, you can take us into executive session?
Yes, Honorable Mayor and Trustee, the board will be moving into executive session in regards to a legal matter at 7:36 PM.
You make that motion?
I do make that motion.
Second motion.
You second it?
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, we'll be back. Okay,
All right, Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'd like to make the following motion to end executive session at 7:57. No decisions were made.
I second that.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. And last is adjournment.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'd like to make a motion to close the meeting.
I second a motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And carried.